Welcome, Namaste, Namaskar. Welcome back to Jal Prayag. I'm going to continue on the same topic of day's work. And last time I had done one video of day's work's conditions. So I'm going to just continue on the same conditions only. So let us look what all we have to know more. Okay. In the last session, what I did was I discussed about these four conditions of compass course, gyro, wind, and ship's clock. Now I'm going to continue on that. I'm going to start with what happens when I give engine speed instead of direct distance. What happens if I give you log reading? What happens whenever there is an engine failure given in your question? And how to deal with current in the equation given. And the last one is indirect position. I'm not going to deal with point number 9. I'm going to look at 5, 6, 7, and 8. So even 10 also I'm not going to look at. 9 and 10 I will do it in the next episode. So we are going to do 5, 6, 7, 8. That is what we are going to do. Again, a quick recap on this basic table. Normally, a few things I need for me to continue. That is, I need the time duration. I need the true course to be converted into quadrantal course. So with that, I need distance. So with quad course and distance, I can make the table of delat south or north and departure east or west. Okay, this is your basic table. So let us deviate from this table a little bit, depending on what condition is given. So engine speed is given instead of distance. This is pretty simple. All I'm going to do is multiply the time and the engine speed. Let us just quickly look at a few examples. Let us say 12 to 1600, engine speed was given as 13 knots. So for me, distance is 13 into 4 hours. Okay. Let me give you one more example. 2000 to 02, engine speed is 12 knots, but during this time I have retarded 1 hour. So just look at 2000, which is 8 o'clock in the night. So total duration is actually 6 hours. Okay. But because I've retarded, I'm adding 1 hour. So it becomes 12 into 7. So that becomes 84 nautical miles. I'll show you on the table the same thing. The basic table is still the same. So what new has come is what I'm interested in this engine speed principle is for each leg, I need to have the number of hours. So I've written the number of hours. Okay. And please look at that engine speed column. So the blue column is number of hours between the duration. And then I have engine speed. So the first one is 5 into 12. That is what is 60 nautical miles. The second one also is pretty simple. Look at the third one. Your night 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning actually is 8 hours. I've given you example of 1 hour advance. So 1 hour advance, that means I've lost 1 hour. So it is not 8, it is going to be 7. So I'm going to multiply 7 into 11. So that is what is this distance. So this is how you use your engine speed. Okay. Let us look at the next one, which is log readings. Okay, instead of giving you log readings. Log readings can be very easily understood by your bike or your car, where your odometer, that is what we call the reading which keeps giving you and keeps on accumulating, right? That is similar to your log readings. Okay. You will always see in your cars also and bikes also, you have a reset button. Here also I have a reset. We will always do reset only for that per trip. Okay. The overall reading always will keep on getting accumulated. You please go and have a look in your car or your bike. The total reading right from 0 onwards, it will keep on accumulating till that whole car is either sold or whatever it is. But you can reset every day or every trip. That is what you can do. So that is the easiest way to understand. All I'm going to do is in one leg, all I'm going to do is take the difference of two log readings. So I'm going to give you an example. At 12 o'clock noon, which is normally reset at noon, every day noon you reset it to 0. So let us say reading was 0. 1600 hours, 4 hours later, reading was showing me 48. So for me, distance between 12 to 16 is 48 nautical. Now let us look at one more example. 2000 log reading was 100. So what I'm going to do is distance 16 to 2000 is 100 minus 48. 48 was a log reading at 1600, not the distance, it is a log reading. So 100 minus 48 is 52 minutes. A few things to remember. This is important for you. The log is going to show you only what you have steamed. That means the distance steamed with your engine. So that is why if you advance or retard, it does not matter. If your engine breakdown is also there, it does not matter. I'll come to the engine breakdown a little bit later. We already seen advance and retard. So when I use log, it just takes whatever I've steamed. So it doesn't matter if you're advanced and retarded. I'll give you an example on this in the next page. Okay. Let us look at this page. Let us look at the first line. At 12 o'clock, the log reading was 0. Blue color column is telling me the time. At 1700, log reading was 60. So if you see at this column which I'm pointing out, 0 and 60. So what have you done between 12 to 1700? So 12 to 1700. So 12 to 1700. I'm sorry. Your 12 to 1700. What I have done is I'm just finding the difference between 60 and 0. 60 and 0 is 60. I don't need this number of hours as far as I'm using log reading. I don't need it. It's not needed, clearly written. Okay, let us look at the second one. 1700 was 60 and 2000 was 99. So all I'm doing is 99 minus 60. Now please look at the third leg. Third leg I have written that I have advanced 1 hour and the time duration is written here. But as far as I am concerned for log reading, doesn't matter you advance retard. You will just, it'll just show you what you have done. Doesn't matter. When you're driving in a car, it doesn't matter what you're doing with your clocks. Doesn't matter. It'll just show you what you have done. So exactly same way. 137 minus 99. So 77 is fixed. Do not bother about advance and retard. Similarly, let us say engine breakdown. You take your car also. Let us say you traveled 137, let us say you traveled around 137 kilometers, and after that your engine broke down. You waited for 1 hour to repair the car. That doesn't matter. When you again start, it's going to run. So if you look at the last one, which is 12 o'clock on 5th, the reading is 233. It does not matter whether you have broke down or not. It is going to just give you what you have done. So 233 minus 137, that is what is the distance. So as far as log reading is concerned, is very easy. All you have to do is the next reading minus this present reading. So that is what you have to do. Okay. Now let us talk about engine failure. Obviously, during engine failure, your car does not move. So there is no distance done during engine failure. So if it is log, it's very easy. Just now we have seen. I will not bother about it. But there is a small difference when I use some other data. I'm going to give you a log reading. 12 o'clock, log reading was 0. 1600 log reading was 48. But in between, my engines failed for 1 hour, 1330 to 1430. 1 hour, my engines failed. Does not matter. Distance done is still 48. Again, think about your car or your bike. Okay, you're traveling in your bike. Let us say you are coming and standing on a signal. You're standing on a signal for 20 minutes, 30 minutes in a busy city. That doesn't matter. When you reach home, it will still show you the distance. The distance is correct. But there's a catch. Okay. So log readings will not get affected for any failures. But there's a small catch here. Let us say the same question of engine failure was given with engine speed. Okay. So look at your engine speed. Engine speed was given 13 knots. The duration between 12 to 1600 is actually 4 hours. But the problem is you broke down for 1 hour. Now you have to be careful. I need to do 13 into 3 only. Okay. So let me show you on the table. I'm going to show you two tables. Please look at this. This is a log reading. I told you log reading does not matter if it is engine failure or whatever you have done, your advance and retard also doesn't matter. So please look at the fourth leg where I have broke down engines for 30 minutes, but that still doesn't matter. Still, I'm going to take 233 minus 137. That doesn't matter at all. But It matters when I give you engine speed instead of log reading. And please look at this now. Look at the fourth leg. Fourth leg is between 0400 to 12 o'clock. Actually is 8 hours. But my engine broke down for 60 minutes. That is what I have written in the red color column. Your engine broke down for 60 minutes. Obviously, it is not going to be 8 hours, 7 hours into 13.7. So this is what you should do. Okay, please be careful. Try to think about your car and bike. That is one of the best way to remember. There's no need for you to put your whole thoughts, what is going to happen to the ship and all. Just think about your car and bike. This is the last one for today. It's your current. That means the ocean current, whatever you have. Okay, it is always current is mentioned as set and rate. Set is the direction and rate is the distance what you do. And rate is for 1 hour only. Okay. Now, whenever your current comes in day's work, please apply it separately as one additional leg to whatever actually you're done with your sailing. Put one more leg. If it is 24 hours, I'm going to use 24 hours. Now that set, what I will do, he will give you 2 course of the set, 2 directions. So please convert that into quadrantal course. And when he has given you the current for 1 hour, then you should do it for full day. So it is called drift set. Your rate is called drift when it is done for one day. So what happens if I advance one hour clock? It is going to be 23. What happens if I retard clock? It is going to be 25 hours. Okay? I'm going to show you a small example. Okay. Let us say set and rate was given as 1502 and 2 knots. So I'm going to write quad course for this set as south 30 degree east. Then what will I do for 2? I'm going to multiply with 24. Why? Because I'm not given any conditions. So it is for 1 full day. So 48 nautical miles. Now I'll give you just one more catch here. Your current is actually bodily pushing off any object. Okay, the whole bodily it is being pushed. So when I take log readings for my travel normally, please do not bother about this current or drift. Okay, it is independent. They are independent. The current is independent, is bodily pushing it. So do not try to add or subtract anything with the log readings. Don't do it. Okay. And please remember, even if it is engine breakdown also, even if you stop your vessel, please remember the current is going to bodily take. So you don't bother about that also. So do not get confused with log readings and engine breakdown with the current. Current is totally independent. It is the whole water body which is moving. It is going to take you. Okay, doesn't matter. Only thing is you should be bothered about your advance and retard. That is the only thing you should be bothered. I'm just showing you. See here, there were 4 legs in all the tables which we did. Now I've added one more leg called 5th leg, which is current. I put number of hours as 25. Let us say it was drifting due east, so 090. You can write south 90 east or you can write north 90 east also. Both are same because there is no northerly southerly component in east. And your instead of engine speed, I'm putting the rate. So you multiply 2 into 24, total drift is your 48. And you can see I put as a departure only. Why? Because it is only easterly. Let us say your current was going northerly, I would have put in delat of north. That is what I would have put. That's it. So you should consider your current also as one more leg. That's the end for today. And now I'm left with only one more session on this particular topic. In the next session, I'm going to finish off all the conditions. That last 2, which is 9 and 10, indirect position and doubling of angle, is slightly tricky. So that is why I kept it separately only for those 2 topics. I'll try to make it easier. Let us see with a lot of diagrams. I'll try to make it understand. You may have to see a couple of times to understand better, but not necessary. It all depends. Okay. I'll catch you soon and we'll finish off this day's work. It's been driving for a long time. So hope to finish soon by this week. Keep watching Jal Prayag. Until then, namaste, namaskar, vanakkam.